My name is Bill Haley for Haley 2024, The Movements, Government Reform Ideas. This video is going to be on economics. So Haleynomics is my last name and then nomics. And then we're dealing with inflation right now. So at the end of May of 2024, I'm going to put out probably over a dozen different videos on inflation. Some very short, some longer. This one's going to be a little bit on the longer side and explaining how inflation works, tell you how currency should work, and then we'll see where our currency going bad causes inflation. So nothing is totally new under the sun, but I have different ways to explain all economic things. I'm more on the free enterprise part, but I explain it differently than many other free enterprise economists out there. So let's talk about a small economy. We can expand this back out into the millions, but I just want so we can wrap our brains around the dollars and the math of it. Let's talk about a 10% economy, very closed off economically. And since I will expand this back out to millions, let's not go into the economics of scale. That will be there. Or other issues of a small economy. But let's keep on going. Okay, a 10-person economy, one store. People sell all products and services. This represents all transactions. So we're going to go with a store / banker, about 10%. Corn, one person supplying corn, one person providing wheat, one providing wood. A carpenter, the services, one person providing chickens, one person providing doctor services. Then the three tax-supported services, a soldier, a police officer, and a teacher. And again, this will expand out. Now, in reality, federal, state, and local, we're at 40 to 50% of tax-supported services right now, which is not a good place to be. But that's a lot of explanation of why that's 40 or 50%. Some of that's retirement, a lot of things in there. Okay, each non-supported taxpayer sells their product for a certificate of 4 hours, and sells their product or a certificate of 4 hours of service for $1. So everybody makes here $10 a week. They do 10 bushels of corn, 10 bushels of wheat, 10 whatever of wood, 4 hours of carpentry work, a chicken cost $1. Doctor service for 4 hours is $1, and every 4 hours for a soldier, police officer, or teacher is $1. So they have when I say service, I'm talking about somebody's going to sell their 4 hours of service for $1. And obviously, we can expand that out to more realistic dollars, but that doesn't matter right now. I'm trying to keep the math very tight right now so we can wrap our brains around the math. 10% community. When we expand to millions, all the products and services will be represented. I'm just keeping it simple. Okay. In reality, there are good reasons people will not be paid the same. So right now, we're just going to have everybody paid the same. $1 for every bushel, 1 hour for the doctor for 4 hours, the same price for the soldier, police officer, teacher. There's good reasons, but for math purposes, so you can wrap your brain around it, we're going to have everybody the same price and to sell their goods and services. Okay. So that's the people again, so we can have a fresh in your mind right there. Okay, let us say that the store owner / banker told every professional to put 10 units of their product or service in the store, including the teacher, police officer, and soldier, as well as the store owner / banker. So the teacher, the police officer, the soldier, they will be putting in 10 4-hour service cards in the store. And so is the doctor and the carpenter, handyman, whatever you want to call it. Okay, the store owner banker service was operating the store / bank and charged a fee of 10% for all the transactions. That's how he got paid. It's very, very valuable to have a store, a retail place, and currency has a lot of good value. It allows people to trade with different people that want different things at different time periods, and divisible, $1.10 versus $1 versus 90 cents or whatever. The currency is very, very valuable. And you can trade for what you want with people who don't want your stuff, and vice versa. And it allows currencies as a valuable thing. We can go over that another time. Okay, the store owner slash banker issues every person $10 for their 10 items that have a history of selling for $1. So currency should have a history of whatever you're backing up the currency with a history of selling for that price of that quality of goods. Each tax-supported person or service provider pledges a week of work for their $10. So the teacher says, I promise to pay, do 1 week's of work, 40 hours for this $10. So they're already, I wouldn't say they're in debt, but they're promising ahead. And once they have money, then they don't have to promise ahead so much. They can do whatever. Anyway, so they promise ahead to start off with. So 10 4-hour service cards per people who doing service, from the doctor to the handyman to the delivery driver to the 3 tax-supported people, the teacher, the cop, the soldier. Each free market or tax-supported person sells their product or certificate of 4 hours for $1. I'm going to keep on repeating myself a little bit on this so we can understand what we're doing here. Any $1 bill that was issued has the ownership right to buy any of the 100 items in the store. And as long as, I don't care if it goes up to 120 or 200 or 300, as long as you have the assets in the store that are worth, meaning has a history of worth, of selling it for that price, that is backing it up. So, but right now, just keep our math easy. Those 100 items were the base of the $100. So if you have more assets, you can put more currency out there. Less assets, less currency. The 6 people bringing in products to the market, we're not talking about the tax-supported people or the store owner slash banker. The 6 people bringing products to the market each brought 10 items. So you got 60 items. They were charged 10% for their store owner slash banker and 30% for the tax-supported professions. So you go with 10, and they were taxed 10% for the store owner and 30% for the tax-supported professions. So they could walk away with 6 items, spending $6. So they get some wood, the chicken, the wheat, whatever the case may be. 6 of those items. The 3 tax-supported guys got paid $10 each and had to pay the store owner 10% because they did it through the store, and $1 or $1 for that store owner, and 30% or $3 for the tax-supported guys as well. So the 3 tax-supported people, they still paid their tax. They managed their stuff through the store. So they got paid $10, but had to pay $4. 1 for the store owner, 3 for the tax-supported, the cop, the teacher, and the soldier. They also could walk away with 6 free market items: the wheat, the wood, the whatever, the carpentry services, the doctor services. So they got to walk away with 6 items. The store owner, the banker, earned $9 through the 9 people paying their 10%, paying them $1 each from the other 9 people, and had to report the $1 of work he did for himself and paid. So he paid 30%. So that's still going to be $3 because he did work for himself. He enjoyed the work of the bank slash retail space as well. He enjoyed that as well. He appreciated that value, so it had to be paid. Anyway, so that's $3. So the tax-supported guys, he paid the tax-supported guys as well, the soldier, the teacher, the cop. He also walked away with 6 items. So he got paid 9. He kind of got paid 10. He recognized the value of the dollar he did for himself, and he paid the soldiers, the teachers, and everything. So he walked away with 6 items. Now, let's look at this. 60 free market items were shared between the 10 people. In reality, everybody, let's just keep on going with this. The store owner slash banker is free enterprise as well, so, but we'll get there. All 10 people got 6 items. They walked out of the store with 6 items. But all 10 people got the benefit of the cop service. All 10 people got the benefit of the soldier service. All 10 people got the benefit of the teacher service. Each of those were worth $1 per person, or $10. All 10 people benefited from the store owner / banker, which is technically in the free enterprise system, but they all got to benefit from the store and the currency. They all benefited from the cop, the soldier, and the teacher. And all the other government workers would expand this out to 1 million people, times 1 million people. Okay, so it is vital for currency to be backed up by items of real value. All 10 people / professions provide real value. They all, one person provided the corn, other person the wheat, other person the wood, other person the carpentry, other person the doctor, other person the cop. All of them provided real service, worth real money, and everybody got paid. So people didn't just walk away with the 6 free market enterprise things, the free market products. They did that, but they also walked away with the freedom from the cop, from the soldier, the law enforcement from the cop, and the education from the teacher, even though those should be in the free enterprise system to a large degree. Look at my reforms. Each person puts their product or promise of defined service, that's either tax supported or the free market people, with a real history of sales into the bank and asks for dollars in exchange. It is essential to match the value of the bank's assets with the currency issued. I'm talking about how currency should be managed right now. Backed up money is putting new product on the shelf equal to the value of the new money. The new product on the shelf equal to the value of the new money. Equal is critical. When it's not equal, you get inflation or deflation. Unbacked up money is creating new money without putting new product on the shelf. If we did not do the 30% tax for the $30 of government spending for the cop, the soldier, and the teacher, and we just created new money for that, the $60 worth of product would have $90 chasing it, because everybody's still paying the store owner for their 10%. So, do we want $90 chasing those 60 items? Well, you see how quickly that can bump it up into $1. What is it? Probably $1.50 right there to do that, because you didn't collect the 30% tax. You have to tax it away from the people, so everybody can't go into the store and wipe it out and still have $30 left over. When the products ran out, so if you have 60 items and $90 chasing it, when the products ran out, people who had money left over got mad. They went to the market early the next week and bought up all the product with all their money. But with more money added, because the cop, the soldier, and the teacher still got paid again, so they printed up new money for that. With new money added, even more people were left with money and no products to buy. People started to outbid each other. Things got each other to get the products, and things got ugly with so many methods of not leaving the market empty-handed. So things get messy when we thought we had an agreement, everything's $1. We have enough money to buy the things in just enough money exactly to buy the stuff in the store. And now we create new money. People are going to take money away from the stores. It's kind of like theft. That's why people call inflation theft. Creating new money is theft, because when you create new money, that money's you're allowed to go into a store and take product out of that store at that given price. Now, it happens at one time, then that money becomes even after a while. Even after the first one. The second one is not theft. The first transaction is theft, because you're just pulling product out of the store without the critical requirement to put money into the store. Put product into the store. Everybody started to propose taxing methods, so others had a higher percentage than themselves, or they wanted the rich people to pay the taxes, to pay for the cop, the teacher, the soldier. They proposed a lot of taxing methods, so other people had to do it. Things got messy and contentious. People realized that full taxation was necessary to take the money away from the people to buy government-supported services. I support that. Now, it should be a lot less. About 10% of the economy should be maybe government services. I got a lot of proposals out there for that. Limiting government jobs or requiring everyone to buy normal government positions in the free enterprise system, and that's my that's my idea to a large degree, is requiring government positions, requiring everybody to buy government positions, government responsibilities in the free market system. Because the tax rate gets too much of a burden. When the tax rate becomes too high, people do tax evasion, tax avoidance, and different ways not to pay the tax rate because it got too high, or they just do it themselves. The cause of inflation is creating unbacked up money, creating money without adding new products. The cause of inflation is government printing up new money to pay for government services and having too many dollars chasing those items, having those $90 chasing those 60 products, where we need to take away, because everybody's benefiting from that COP. So we need to take $1 away from everybody to have the COP services, because everybody benefited from that COP. You have to take $1 away from everybody so they can have that soldier, because everybody benefited from the soldier. We need to take that $1 away from everybody to benefit the teacher. And the store owner, retail space, and currency provider, it's real value. And because you don't have to go barter with people and go get some chickens that you don't want, just so you can trade those chickens for something you do want with somebody else. Bartering is not as efficient, and there's a real value to have good currency. I have a lot of videos out there I'm going to be putting out there on end of May of 2024. Look at all my sites to look at those videos. This is just one way, a longer video here. Until the next video.